Hello and welcome to the Mystical Yoga Farm Chakra Series, where we move through 7 energy points of the body to balance the mind, body, and spirits. This video will be focusing on the sacral chakra. If you have not yet watched our first video, which focuses on a root chakra, which is a grounding vinyasa flow, you can go back and watch that video. This video will be focusing on the energy point between our navel and our root chakra, which also focuses on our hips, sexual energy, creative energy. So this sequence, we will be moving the energy in our hips, moving through creative sequencing. So without further ado, we will get straight into it by coming into our downward facing dog. So hands are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are back behind us, maybe hip width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider if you have tighter hips today. Keeping a micro bend in the knees. And we'll just roll out the hips side to side, shifting the weight into one foot and then the other. Maybe you bicycle out the knees by bending one knee and extending the other. Inhale, shift the weight forward, high plank. And as you exhale, we'll shift the weight back. One more time, inhale, forward. I'm starting this over. We will be getting straight into it by meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, and gently make circles of the knee in one direction. And then the opposite direction. Sending our breath into our hip crease. Inhale, right leg kicks up and back. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hands. You can either stay high on your back knee, or maybe you lower the back knee to the ground, or maybe to a blanket if you have a sensitive knee. Here in lizard lunge, we are making sure our right knee is stacked over our ankle. And just breathing here. You can stay up on your hands, or maybe you lower onto your forearms. If you have a block handy, that could also be super helpful. You can either stay here, really working into the stretch, or you can walk your left fingertips out towards the left, kick your left heel into your glute, reach around with your right hand for the inside of your left foot. Coming into a different variation of lizard. Gaze can go up towards the sky, opening up your heart to the sun. 2 more breaths here. After your next exhale, gently release the foot. Bring your hands back in towards the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step your right foot back to meet your left. Downward facing dog. You can gently pedal out the knees here, bending one knee, extending the other, noticing how one hip feels compared to the other. That's the thing about yoga asana. It brings so much awareness to our body, to different focal points of our body. On your next inhale, gently release, extend the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip, and we'll make small circles with this hip in one direction. And reverse the circle. Noticing if this hip has a little bit more space than the other side. Inhale, extend the left leg. And as you exhale, step the left foot outside of your left hand. Again, you can stay high on the back knee. Maybe you lower onto the mat or onto a blanket. Untuck the back toes. You can stay high on your hands for a traditional lizard. Maybe you take a forearm lizard, coming onto your elbows or onto a block. When we're in lizard, we want to make sure our neck is really extended. Sometimes when we're faced with discomfort, we tend to create a lot of stagnation in the neck by maybe looking upwards. Let's send a lot of relaxation there. You can either stay here, or you can kick the back knee into your glute. Reach around with your left hand for the outside of the foot. Two more breaths. After your next exhale, gently release the foot. Bring the hands to the inside of your left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step the left foot back to meet your right, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend both knees. Look forward, step, walk, jump, top of the mat. Forward folds. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back or jump back. Optional to take it through your chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it in between your palms. Stay high on your back knee. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Really getting into the hips here, inhale. Exhale, turn your back heel in. Open up both feet out towards both sides of your mat. We're coming into a goddess pose here, really opening up the hips. Hands can stay at heart center. Maybe you place hands at your knees. And breathing here. You have an option to do some shoulder dips by bringing one shoulder in and the other out, creating a lot of buoyance, a lot of balance in the knees. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arms go up. Come back into your warrior two, front of the mat. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Options to take it through your chaturanga. And we will all meet in a downward facing dog. Here in downward facing dog, take 2 breaths. I'm going to move to the opposite side of the mat so you can see me when we get to this next sequencing. On your next inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Stay high on your back knee. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, directly into your warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, come into your goddess squat. Heels in, toes out, hands at heart center or at your knees. Maybe you gently close your eyes and send your focus, your energy to your sacral chakra, caged and centered between both hips. This is a beautiful time to maybe think of a manifestation, a creative project, something you would like to work on in your artistic life. Inhale here. Exhale, extend both legs, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, frame your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Option to take it through a chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gently come onto your knees. Meet me in a child's pose. Gently surrendering back into the ground, into your mats. And staying here as long as feels good.
We will close up the practice here. If you would like, you can find me in the next video where we move through the solar plexus chakra, activating the core and the front side of the body. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.